One of the things I've kind of become obsessed with has been kind of obscure books that kind of relate to South African history. A lot of them of dubious intent, written in the apartheid years, and some reason I'm kind of interested in a lot of things which kind of pretend to be liberal but actually aren't. As historical texts I find them interesting, and this book kind of prompted a jacaranda tree obsession. Another thing that I'm collecting is, this is just a small little section that we scanned as a test from the official book, The South African Who's Who. They run all the way back to the early 20th century. They're published every year by the kind of Chamber of Commerce or somebody like that. And I'm trying to collect a full set. They're incredible. I mean, it's just portrait after portrait of white males. And this is officially who's important in South Africa. List of accomplishments in business or government or whatever it is, and then hobbies comes in the end. So gardening and stamp collecting, tennis, swimming. It fascinates me. It's like such a kind of obscure but banal cross-section of a society that was so unbanal at that time. I was photographing Wendy houses for quite a while in the suburbs. When I grew up, they were used by children in the back gardens to kind of play in. But then as I grew into an adult, the Wendy houses slowly migrated themselves through the houses from the backyards out into the front, onto the front pavements for a man to sit and guard you. The reason why I haven't had the time to pay more attention to this building, the Vaderland building as I call it, has been that I've been so busy with other work, and mainly the Ponte project. I've been working on that with the British artist Patrick Waterhouse, and there she is. When I first got taken there, I was like, I'm never going to take pictures here. Everybody else has photographed it either in the skyline or the kind of the cliched shot up the core. But then I realized that everybody had just focused on that, and there was so much else that actually could be done around the stories that kind of swirl around the building. We're interested in the mythology around the building, how it's kind of really, one at the centre of Johannesburg's skyline, but really at kind of the centre of Johannesburg's consciousness of itself as well. So much of what is good and bad about Johannesburg gets projected onto Ponte. The building we're going to now really has an incredible story about, you know, the Doornfontein literally runs kind of through it, and they used the water in the printing presses. At the time I went to take a couple of pictures, it was occupied by African churches and guys, Zimbabwean guys doing the metal work, and kind of just about as polar opposite as you could get from so much of the kind of apartheid era propagandist school textbooks and documents like that, and magazines and the Vaderland newspaper were all printed here in this kind of cavernous building with the Spruit running through it. It kind of blew me away as a symbol. You see how beautiful this is. I always, wherever it is, feel very grateful every time somebody gives me a space to hang my pictures or my work. And Grahamstown, I think, is a really important festival. It feels great. It's an honour to be associated with all the people who have won it in the past. I just hope I can stop being a young artist soon.